drift car, well, I used to drift a little bit. I called it drifting back then in the 911. Sorry, Mom and Dad. First real drift car would have to been my first Miata that I purchased. Fell in love with the chassis and had a dream after that to just build like the nastiest Miata ever. The first incident was my friend Patrick's mom's Honda Accord. We went up into the boonies and we were drifting some sick cornfield roads and couldn't drive for shit at that point, so we went off course and piled his mom's oil pan and motor into a huge boulder. Oh yeah, definitely was trying to drift the Accord, be a boss.
I have a favorite driver. His name, Pat the Goods. Me and him do lunch. We like to eat a lot. He's probably one of the sexiest. He's the king of spring break, and I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, please. Chelsea's here.
First car was a 80 or a 90 240 SX with an SR20 in it. Then I wrecked that into a tree. So I got a white coupe and I drove that for like 4 years and I wrecked that into a wall. And then I got a red coupe again, and that was my 2011 Pro-Am car, and then I got T-boned in that one. And then I finally built this car, which is a 89 240 SX with a 560 horsepower LS1.
And we used to have a little place that we called our own little skid pad on the mountain road, and we would drift there, come into the skid pad, drift out, and there's fences on either side because it's just a big muddy lot pretty much on either side of the little road that we're drifting on. And I went out a little wide, tagged some big square nasty rancher's fence post and just annihilated the quarter panel from the door back. And after that, it definitely took a hit on my ego. I never really crashed a car before, and after that I was a little bummed out, but hey, I figured out with drifting you're only going to crash more. It comes with the progression, and hey, I kept crashing.
My first hard hit was my second 350Z with the V8 engine, and that one, the car wasn't set up. It was my first run at Irwindale in 2006.
I wouldn't say one of the first, but definitely one of the worst was with Chris Forsberg back in 2006.
And I went and I kicked the clutch into the bank, and the car just over-rotated on the lock.
I think it was Forsberg who looped out his Z, and he was trying to, I was too close to him, coming in with way too much speed.
And I went into the bank backwards, but worse was that my buddy Ryan Turk was right behind me, and he slammed into the front of my car with the front of his.
And he came in and just batted the crap out of me. We both smashed each other. We came down the bank and then back up into the bank wall.
And it was bad.
And I mean, just friggin', it was an explosion of body parts and metal and arms and everything, like just all over the place.
So my first drift experience was June 2nd, 1984. I was actually on my way to the hospital as my mom was giving birth to me. So what happened was my dad in his 40 Econoline 350 panel van hung a hard left. My mom wasn't braced in and she shot me out. And then I ended up landing in my dad's lap as he caught me. And what I did is I instantly grabbed the wheel and tried to save this huge slide that he got into when I was forced out of my mom's womb. And then I just learned the controls really fast, and then went to the doctor, cleaned me up, gave me a bath, and then I actually ended up driving home that night, drifting tailgate.